So what time does that start tonight?
9 o'clock.
Yeah.
That was Kirby Scudder there. That was the lead.
Kirby was the lead. He's good.
He's great.
Great
and
wigs.
he's sitting right next to us.
Great wigs.
Hi, Kirby.
Sizzle.
Oh, hi, Jeff. How
We
are
have
you?
Kirby Scudder and Rivera Cook,
Jeff.
both artists. Hi, welcome to the show.
Thanks.
So we're here to talk about the tannery, right? Right?
Yeah.
Kirby, right?
So, yeah.
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
tannery. So you
That's
guys
why we're
tan
here.
cows for a living. You
We
guys
tan
are
cows.
leather
Yeah.
workers.
Yeah.
130 years.
No,
in the
seriously, the
industry.
tannery's closed. The tannery's been closed for a couple of years now, and rumor has it, putting in a big art center. It's
It's more than a rumor, Chip.
really,
I know you're big on the rumor mill, but I think this thing's going to go through.
yeah. So
You really think it's going to go through?
I do. I do.
So the city of Santa Cruz is working with nonprofit developers and a lot of the arts organizations is we've been involved with,
Yep.
and a lot of the artists in town to transform what was Santa Cruz's oldest business, or one of its
Longest running
longest
business.
running
Yeah, not
business.
oldest, but
the
longest running.
tannery, the Salt's Tannery, which closed 2000.
One.
About two and a half years
2000.
ago.
2.5 years ago, into an arts complex, which will include, see, I read the notes, which will include housing, affordable housing for artists.
That's the principle.
Live work housing.
Live work housing, which is a big thing, because that's hard. It's, we all know, except me, because I have that palace up on the hill.
Yeah.
But, you know, affordable
Those
housing
that
is
live
a
in
huge
Davenport.
thing. And besides the live work space, a number of arts organizations are moving in, some studio space. And you guys are working on this project. What's going on? What are
Rivera,
you two doing?
do you wanna
separately and together?
Take it off. Well,
Let these guys know what you're doing.
yeah, I'm a site-specific dancer. Just kind of moved to Santa Cruz a little while ago, and I'm out at the tannery every week with a group of dancers creating a site-specific tour route, which when George Newell, who's the director of the project, the Tannery Arts Center project, leads potential donors or arts organizations in the town around the tannery, I have a group of dancers who follow that route or run in front of that route and does crazy stuff in the space. So when the tour group gets out of the whole tour, they're thinking, oh my God, that was the most amazing thing that we ever experienced. It was such a great, fun thing, and they see the vision and they want to contribute to the project.
Wow. Have you done this before at other locations?
I haven't done specifically this kind of a project, but I've done a lot of site-specific dance, and my senior thesis was on site-specific dance.
Where'd you go to school?
Bennington College in Vermont.
Very good. And Kirby, you also have a project going on, right?
I do.
Right. What's that?
Jeff, thanks
Yes.
for asking.
No problem. It's my
We're
job.
actually going to start probably next week doing an outside installation, which is at this point going to be the development of 15-foot cows. We're going to build 12. I know it sounds silly, but you know we do this kind of thing.
I'm used to it with you, Kirby.
I know, Jeff.
It sounded like he said 15-foot cows.
It sounded like.
No, I'm going to build 12 15-foot cows.
They have 15 feet. Well, how many stomachs do they have, Kirby?
You know, Chip, this is. I want to talk to you offline a little bit later on. We'll segue into that.
I would like to.
Yeah, I think we have something to talk about.
I have a business proposal.
Thanks, Chip. I appreciate that. We're going to build, with the art community here in Santa Cruz, we're going to build 12 15-foot tall cows that are going to be the segue from being a former tannery and a hide development place into an art center. So that's basically what we're going to be doing.
It's a symbolic transition.
It's a symbolic transition.
Is this your answer to the gates in New York?
Yes, it very much is. Chip.
Specifically is the answer.
It's really, Crystal called me about 3 weeks ago and said,
Right.
I know what you're doing, but think about cows.
Right.
And I said, Crystal, I couldn't understand him, he's Yugoslavian, but we had a really beautiful conversation.
That's awesome. So
Thanks.
you're going
I
to
don't
build
know what
some
you
cows.
guys are talking
You're going to be like wire mesh and that kind of thing, right?
It's going to be built out of 2x4s with wire mesh and then twigs, and we're going to involve the art community. It's going to be an open call to artists. So a lot of people are going to be involved with this.
Twigs.
You know, Jeff,
Kirby?
I still have stuff at your house.
I know you do,
Okay, I
actually.
just want to say that.
I know. Let's not go there. Anyway, go ahead, Chip. What?
I'm sorry, I just wanted to get a word in tonight. I want to talk more with Rivera because it's far more interesting. You've done this now with some of the tours coming through with the site-specific work. Have you gotten a response? Have you gotten feedback?
We have. We did it for a tour with the Arts Commission. The Cultural Council. Yeah, the Cultural Council, I believe, is the one on the tour. And I just had a couple of dancers with me, and we were just basically rehearsing in the space, doing some things popping through the walls. And the response was overwhelmingly positive. They basically said to George, next time you have a tour, make sure the dancers are there.
Right.
So.
You know, going out to the site, because I've been on a few of these tours and I've been out there, it gives you a totally different idea of the potential of that space as an arts space, and also having the dancers there is, it really, you know, you think the Tannery Art Center, a bunch of old buildings, but it's such a campus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
I recommend that everyone who's interested at all go out to the site and just call George and ask, because he's very willing to take people on tours.
But you probably shouldn't just show up there, because aren't they using it for SWAT
No,
training
yeah.
and
The
fire?
police are out there, the fire department's out there. And I do want to say one thing, to Rivera's credit, is that, I mean, this is about building affordable housing, and affordable housing not only for artists, individual artists, but arts programming. And Rivera has really brought, you know, her talents and her group to this forefront. I mean, this is something that, you know, the arts community here in Santa Cruz should really embrace. This is going to be a huge project. It's going to be important, and it's about artists much like Rivera, who's, you know, taking a
And
spearhead
Kirby.
position here. And I think it's so important. We're joking a little bit here, but it is really an important project, and the city needs a lot of help, you know, from the art community and vice versa. I mean, I think it's great to see people like Rivera, you know, taking a leadership role in this kind of thing. So
Absolutely. And
we're proud to have you there.
And the housing is really a key element to this project.
Key
The
element.
live-work housing, the
Key
affordable housing
Yes.
for artists.
Yes.
They just had a big public meeting this past week at the Loud Nelson Center where
Yep.
they did kind of a workshop with different groups. They took a different approach to taking public comment. Perhaps it was a lesson from the hotel debacle, I don't know, but they're making an effort to like involve people in this discussion. And then there's a big meeting coming up. Is it June 14th?
June 14th.
June 14th, the
That's right.
city council
City
will be
council
hearing the.
They will vote on the EIR.
They will vote on the environmental impact report.
That's
So,
correct.
so they're going to take some action that day. So it's important. So go on out to the city council, make your opinions known.
And if we have one more minute,
Yeah.
June 12th.
On June 12th, Kirby and I are collaborating to create a crazy event at the Tannery, which is artists of all different sorts, bringing video cameras, tape recorders, regular photography cameras, pens, paper, sculpting material, anything that they want to take down their first impressions of the Tannery. So we're going to have a 1 to 5 event that is open to anyone. Show up. We take all these images, and then I'm going to collect them and represent them at Running Dog Studio for the month of July, kind of to raise public awareness for the event and to showcase artists' work in response to this place that we hope will be our new home.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Anything else to add?
That's it. It's an exciting project. So.
Very exciting. Thank you both for being here.
And we put the
Thank
website
you.
up for the Tannery. It's an interactive. You can get your email on there and be informed of all the
Tannery
projects.
Arts Center.
TanneryArtsCenter.org. Yeah. Thanks
Okay.
for
Yeah.
filling us in.
Thank you both for being
Thanks,
here.
guys. Good luck
Sorry
in
we're short on
So What.
time.
Yeah.
And that's no what, right?
That would be
No That's gonna be no
No
one.
way, north of the highway.
North
No
of the
way,
highway.
north of
Yeah.
the highway.
Or no
Yeah.
one.
It's not one, I
Or-
think.
No
North
one.
of Highway
One.
1.
We haven't decided
There's a
yet.
whole bunch
Okay.
of
We'll
TV
take a
shows
poll.
there, potential.
Maybe
Thank you
It's
just
going
both.
to be
no.
voted on this month.
We'll see you August 7th. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you both for being here on our last show before the summer break.
You guys have done
Thank
a great
you.
job.
Thank you, Kirby. Likewise.
We really respect
I look
whatever
forward
guys
to your
do.
cows. And now let's take a field trip to the boardwalk, shall we? Roll it, Brendan.